Hello and welcome to the 5th installment of my Python tutorial series. In today's video we will be taking a look at if, elif, and else statements. Now what are those statements? Well, those statements are kind of self-explanatory, since if statements are basically just if this statement is true, then execute this block of code. Now I'm gonna kind of explain typing it out. So these are if statements. So if you first write the keyword if, and then the statement is true. So if let's say if a is equivalent to 1, then this will get executed. But if a is not equivalent to 1, then it will not get executed. So now let's do elif statements. Elif another statement is true. So these elif statements are kind of just like if statements, but you usually write them after you already wrote an if statement. So there we go. So yeah, if statements are elif statements are kind of like if statements, but they're usually written after the first if statement. So now else. So else will just if none of these are true, the elif statements or the if statements, then this will get executed. So like this. So yeah, these are if, elif, and else statements. So let me give you a quick example of them in like a real programming project. So let's say a equal to 2. So we made a variable a, which is capturing 2. So let's write a quick if statement. So if a equal 2, and then you have to put a colon at the end to make sure that the computer knows that it's an if statement. So then as well as you have to indent a bit, just like 4 spaces, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, you just have to indent 4 spaces, and then you type your code. So let's just print your value is 2. Alright, so now let's execute this. See, it will return this print statement since a is equal to 2. Now let's say a is equal to 1. The thing won't return anything since this statement isn't true. So now let's do 2, and then let's write an elif statement. Elif equal is 3. Add another one. Print your value is 3. So now let's make a hold 3, and then it will return your value is 3, since it's going through this elif statement instead of the if statement, since a is not equal to, but it is equal to 3. So now let's do else. Else is if both the statements, the if statements and the elif statements, are not true. So else print your value is something else. Oh wait, no, actually your value is a. We could write that. So yeah, so oh wait, let's take out the something that doesn't make sense. Okay, so yeah, this is if statements, elif statements, and else statements. This is where now you could manipulate data to make stuff like a simple calculator. And yeah, so elif statements, else statements are gonna get very useful when you start making your own projects and building things that you're gonna create. So yeah, that's pretty much the end of this tutorial. I hope you learned about if, elif, and else statements. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment them down below, and I will see you in the next tutorial.